Have you ever wondered why Japanese seniors remain active and independent well into their 90s, while many Americans struggle with basic mobility by their late 60s? It's not genetics. It's not expensive treatments. It's something far simpler that's been hiding in plain sight for nearly a century. Japan has 95,119 centenarians who are still moving, thinking clearly, and living independently. Meanwhile, in America, the average healthy lifespan ends at 66, followed by over a decade of medications, medical procedures, and declining independence. The Japanese aren't just living longer, they're living better, stronger, and with far more freedom than their Western counterparts. Since 1928, Japan has maintained a national program where people of all ages gather each morning to perform simple calisthenic movements set to music. These aren't intense workouts or complicated gym routines. They're gentle postures that take just 15 minutes and work with your body's natural design, not against it. This system has been proven effective across an entire nation for nearly 100 years. In this video, you will discover the exact 6 movements that keep Japanese elders strong and pain-free beyond 90. You'll learn which posture Japanese martial arts masters hold for 5 minutes or more to build extraordinary leg strength. And 95% of people have never heard about these simple positions that require no equipment and can be done entirely at home. The number 3 movement has been practiced in Zen monasteries for centuries and strengthens deep stabilizer muscles that prevent falls. Before we get started, welcome if this is your first time here. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your country in the comments so we know where our family is growing from. Let's begin. Movement number 6. Seiza, proper sitting posture. Let's begin with Seiza, which translates to proper sitting or correct sitting. This traditional Japanese sitting position has roots dating back to the Muromachi period and became a fundamental element of Japanese etiquette and culture. Historically, Seiza was practiced in traditional houses with tatami floors during tea ceremonies, formal meals, and moments of meditation. But this isn't just about cultural tradition. This position does something remarkable to your body that modern chairs simply cannot. Here's the reality about posture after 50. It's not about forcing yourself to sit up straight or constantly pulling your shoulders back. Real, sustainable posture comes from the ground up, and Seiza teaches your body exactly that. Kneel on the floor with your knees together. Then fold your feet so the tops are flat on the ground with your toes pointing backward. Slowly lower your hips until you're sitting on your heels. Your spine should be naturally erect, not forced upward, but naturally tall and aligned. Seiza deeply stretches your quadriceps and hip flexors, the exact muscles that get chronically tight from sitting in chairs all day. When these muscles are tight, they pull your pelvis forward and create that hunched-over posture we associate with aging. This position releases that tightness systematically. But Seiza also activates your deep core muscles and spine stabilizers. Unlike sitting in a chair where your back muscles can completely relax and weaken over time, this position requires active engagement from your postural muscles. It's like a gentle strength training session for the muscles that keep you upright throughout the day. If Seiza feels intense on your knees initially, place a firm cushion between your heels and your hips to reduce the pressure on your knee joints. Start with just 30 seconds to 1 minute and gradually work up to 3 to 5 minutes over several weeks. You can practice Seiza while watching television, reading a book, or even during meditation. The key is consistency, not duration. A few minutes daily will create lasting changes in your posture and flexibility that you'll notice in how you stand and move throughout your day. Movement number 5. Kibadachi, horse riding stance. This is Kibadachi, which translates to horse riding stance. This position has ancient origins in Japanese martial arts, particularly in karate and traditional warrior training. It was used by samurai during their training to strengthen the legs and core, preparing them for long battles where stability and endurance were crucial for survival. The name comes from the similarity to the posture adopted when riding a horse for extended periods. This movement specifically targets years of accumulated hip tightness while building incredible functional leg strength that translates directly to daily activities. Position your feet parallel and apart, approximately shoulder width plus another foot wider. Bend your knees and lower your hips as if you were sitting in an invisible chair. Your feet should be pointing forward, fully supported on the floor. Keep your back straight, abdomen contracted, and arms relaxed at your sides. Kibadachi is extremely effective for working the leg muscles, especially the quadriceps, adductors, and abductors of the thigh. It also intensely engages the glutes, hip stabilizers, and entire core musculature. Beyond muscle strengthening, Kibadachi significantly improves the lateral stability of the body, something we often completely neglect in conventional Western exercises. We move forward and backward constantly, but rarely train side-to-side stability. Biomechanical studies show that this posture develops balance and proprioception, which relates to how you perceive your body's position in space. This directly reduces the risk of falls, which is the leading cause of injury in older adults. The position also promotes better alignment of the hips and knees, preventing common joint problems that develop from poor movement patterns and muscular imbalances. Start with Kibadachi for 20 to 30 seconds, performing 3 sets with rest intervals between them. As your resistance increases over weeks, extend the time to 1 to 2 minutes per set. Japanese martial arts masters often maintain this posture for 5 minutes or more during their training. If balance is a concern initially, practice near a wall for support if needed. Focus on keeping your weight evenly distributed between both feet, and avoid letting your knees collapse inward, which places stress on the knee joints. Movement number 4, Zazen, seated meditation posture. This is Zazen, which literally means seated meditation. This ancestral practice of Japanese Zen Buddhism transcends simple meditation to become a powerful isometric posture with profound physical benefits. Originating from Zen monasteries during the Kamakura period, this position was maintained by monks during hours of daily meditation, simultaneously developing mental clarity and physical strength. What appears to be passive sitting is actually intense core work. Most core exercises completely miss the deep stabilizers that actually matter for daily life, balance, and injury prevention. Zazen activates these muscles naturally and sustainably. Sit on the floor with your legs crossed. If you can manage it, try to get each foot up on the opposite thigh in lotus position, but simple cross-legged sitting is perfectly fine too. The key is your spine position and alignment. Imagine an invisible string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling, elongating your entire spine. Your shoulders should be relaxed and open, not hunched forward. Chin slightly tucked, creating length in the back of your neck. Zazen deeply engages the spine-stabilizing muscles, particularly the multifidus and transverse abdominis, which are the deepest core muscles responsible for spinal stability and protection. Your core is continuously activated to maintain the upright position, while your legs experience intense stretching of the quadriceps, hip flexors, and adductors. Simultaneously, you're strengthening the deep postural muscles that maintain alignment. Recent neuroscience studies demonstrate that Zazen combined with conscious breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol levels and promoting cellular regeneration. This isn't just physical exercise, it's systemic restoration. Regular practice improves hip flexibility dramatically and strengthens the deep musculature of the spine that standard exercises never reach. Start with 5 to 10 minutes of Zazen using a firm cushion under your hips to elevate your pelvis slightly. This makes proper spine alignment much easier and more sustainable. Focus on breathing deeply and naturally while maintaining that tall spine position. Don't force your legs into painful positions that create joint stress. Your hip flexibility will improve gradually over time, so always work within your current comfort zone. As you get stronger and more flexible over weeks and months, gradually increase to 20 minutes daily. This becomes a practice you look forward to rather than endure. Movement number 3. Nekawashi Dachi, cat foot stance. This movement is called Nekawashi Dachi, which literally means cat foot stance. This elegant position originates from traditional karate developed by martial arts masters during the Edo period in Japan. Its name comes from the visual similarity to a cat about to leap. Light on the feet, alert, balanced, and ready for explosive movement at any moment. This addresses something most people over 50 struggle with, but rarely discuss openly: balance and stability. Falls are the leading cause of injury and loss of independence in older adults, yet balance training is often completely ignored. Stand with one foot forward, but here's the key difference. You're only going to rest the ball of your front foot on the ground, just like a cat carefully testing a surface with its paw before committing full weight. Your back foot stays fully planted, supporting approximately 70% of your weight. Both knees should be slightly bent, never locked. Keep your hips facing forward, not rotating to the side. This might feel awkward and unstable at first, and that's exactly the point. That instability is what creates the training effect. Nekawashi Dachi forces your often neglected stabilizer muscles to wake up and work together. Your ankle muscles, your deep hip stabilizers, and your core all have to coordinate seamlessly to keep you balanced in this position. These are the exact muscles that prevent falls in real-world situations and give you confidence on uneven surfaces like sidewalks, trails, or even just navigating your home. What's remarkable about this movement is how it strengthens the intrinsic muscles of your feet, the small muscles that create your arch and provide foundational stability. Modern shoes and consistently flat surfaces have weakened these muscles significantly, but Nekawashi Dachi brings them back to life. If you're just starting out, practice Nekawashi Dachi next to a wall or sturdy chair for support. There's no shame in using assistance while you build strength and confidence. Hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds on each side, then switch legs. The goal isn't to achieve perfection immediately. It's to challenge your balance system gradually and consistently. As you improve over weeks, try adding small weight shifts between your front and back foot, or even slow arm movements while maintaining the leg position. These variations increase the challenge and accelerate your progress. Movement number 2, Shikodachi, Sumo stance. Let's move to Shikodachi, which translates to Sumo stance, or four-legged stance. This movement has its roots in the ancient Japanese national sport of sumo, which has been practiced for more than 1,500 years. Sumo wrestlers use this position to develop the extraordinary leg strength and stability that characterizes these remarkable athletes. They can maintain this position for 15 to 20 minutes during training. Now, before you say, "I can't squat," hear me out. This isn't the deep squat you're thinking of with knees bent all the way down, and it's a wide stance position that works with your body's natural mechanics rather than against them. Position your feet wide apart, approximately twice shoulder width, with your toes pointing outward at a 45-degree angle. Now, slowly lower your hips as if you're going to sit between your legs, not straight down. Keep your back straight and chest open. Your hands can rest on your thighs for support and balance. Don't round your spine forward. What makes Shikodachi so powerful for functional strength is how it activates muscle chains that modern sedentary life has put to sleep. We simply don't move this way anymore in daily life. This position intensely works your quadriceps, glutes, and inner thigh muscles. The exact muscles you need for getting out of chairs, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance during daily activities. But here's what's fascinating from a biomechanical perspective. Studies show this posture activates more muscle fibers in your legs than conventional narrow stance squats. The wide stance and external rotation create unique muscle recruitment patterns. The hip opening you get from this position is crucial for overall health. As we age, our hips naturally tighten from excessive sitting, which creates a cascade of problems throughout the body. Knee pain, lower back pain, and balance issues all stem from tight, weak hips. Shikodachi addresses all of these issues simultaneously by restoring your natural hip mobility and strength. Start by holding Shikodachi for just 20 to 30 seconds. Don't force depth or duration initially. Your body will adapt gradually with consistent practice. If you feel unstable, I'll hold on to a sturdy chair or wall for support without shame. Safety and proper form are more important than independence. The most common mistake I see is people arching their lower back excessively, which transfers all the work away from your legs and into your spine. Keep that spine neutral and tall. As you get stronger over weeks, work up to holding this position for 1 to 2 minutes. You don't need to match professional sumo wrestlers. We're training for life, not competition. Movement number 1, wall squat, isometric hold. For our final movement, We're going to tie everything together with something that combines all the principles we've learned and gives you a concrete way to track your progress over time. This final movement isn't traditionally Japanese in origin, but it represents the perfect fusion between ancestral Japanese wisdom about sustained postures and modern sports science discoveries that originated in Japan. This technique has gained extraordinary popularity in modern gyms worldwide since the 1980s and is frequently incorporated into specialized training programs. This ties everything together and tests how well you've integrated the previous movement patterns. Position yourself with your back flat against a wall. Place your feet about 12 inches away from the wall and shoulder-width apart for stability. Slide down the wall until your knees form a 90-degree angle, like sitting in an invisible chair. Your knees should be aligned directly over your ankles, not pushing forward past your toes, which places excessive stress on the knee joint. This posture intensely works the quadriceps, but also significantly engages the glutes, hamstrings, and core muscles simultaneously for total lower body integration. Unlike dynamic squats where you move up and down, the isometric version against the wall maintains constant tension throughout the hold. This promotes greater muscle endurance and recruitment of slow-twitch fibers, which are fundamental for postural health and injury prevention. Recent studies demonstrate that this posture improves knee joint stability significantly, reducing the risk of common injuries that plague older adults. The constant tension strengthens the connective tissues around the joint. Prolonged isometry also stimulates muscle capillarization, improving blood circulation in the legs. This enhanced circulation delivers more nutrients and oxygen to working muscles. Research indicates that regular practice contributes to the maintenance of bone density, which is crucial in preventing osteoporosis and the devastating fractures that come with it. Start with 30-second holds of the wall squat, building up gradually to 2 to 3 minutes as you get stronger over weeks and months. This becomes your primary progress marker. Focus on breathing steadily and naturally throughout the hold. If you find yourself holding your breath, you're probably working too hard and need to ease off slightly. An interesting adaptation popularized by Japanese trainers is to add a soft ball between your knees, pressing it gently during the exercise. This variation more intensely activates the thigh adductors and promotes better knee alignment and tracking. How to implement this routine? Now that you've learned all 6 movements, you're probably wondering how to put this all together into a routine that actually fits into your real life without requiring major schedule changes. Let me show you exactly how to do that. Here's what makes these Japanese movements so brilliant for busy people. No gym membership required, no equipment needed, no risk of injury from complex movements. Just gentle positions that actually work when practiced consistently. The Japanese have proven through nearly a century of national practice that consistency beats intensity every single time. Small daily practice outperforms occasional intense workouts. I'm going to give you 2 simple sequences that take just 15 minutes total when combined. You can do one or both depending on your schedule and energy levels. When you first wake up, your body is naturally stiff from sleeping in one position for hours. Start your day with these 3 movements to wake everything up properly. Begin with 30 seconds of Seiza to wake up your posture muscles and stretch those tight hip flexors that have shortened overnight. Move into 1 minute of Zazen to activate your core and center your mind for the day ahead. Finish with 30 seconds of Nekawashi Dachi on each side to challenge your balance and activate your stabilizers. That's just 2.5 minutes that will completely change how your body feels for the rest of the day. In the evening, focus on releasing accumulated tension and building functional strength. Start with 1 minute of Shikodachi to open up those hips after a day of sitting or standing. Move into 1 minute of Kibadachi to build that deep leg strength and lateral stability. Or end with a 2-minute wall squat. This is your concrete progress marker. As you get stronger, you'll be able to hold this longer, giving you measurable feedback. That's 4 minutes that will help you sleep better and wake up with noticeably less stiffness and pain. Here's how to progress safely without overwhelming your body or risking injury. Week 1 and 2 are your foundation phase. Focus exclusively on learning the positions correctly rather than holding them for long periods. Don't worry about achieving perfect form immediately. Your body needs time to adapt to these new movement patterns and build the necessary strength. Week 3 and 4, start gradually adding duration. Increase your holds by 15 to 30 seconds each week. Your goal isn't to match what sumo wrestlers or monks can do. It's simply to be stronger than you were last week. Month 2 and beyond, this is where it gets exciting and rewarding. You can start adding variations, gentle movements within the positions, combining movements into flows, or increasing the challenge by closing your eyes during balance poses. Just always remember to listen to your body's honest feedback. Some days you'll feel strong and energized and want to push harder. Other days, just maintaining the basic positions is perfect and exactly what your body needs. The Japanese concept of kaizen, continuous small improvements, applies perfectly here. Progress, not perfection. Look, the Japanese didn't discover some magical fountain of youth or a secret supplement. They simply never stop moving in ways that support their body's natural design and function. These 6 movements aren't just exercises to check off a list. They're a return to how your body was originally meant to function before modern life changed everything. The difference between aging with strength and independence versus declining into frailty and dependence often comes down to the small daily choices we make consistently over time. These movements are your daily choice to age on your own terms. What's your biggest concern about starting a new movement routine? Drop a comment below and tell me what's holding you back. I read every single comment, and I'll personally respond with specific advice for your situation. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new video. We've got more coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.